All right, y'all. I just got off the phone with Tory Lanez's father, and I got the pleasure of meeting him in DC a few weeks ago and got to hear a little bit about their story. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying I am going to review all the case files and the evidence that was put forth, but I want to know, do you believe that Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion? Do you or do you not? Because I find things to be very interesting that I have begun reviewing. And I really don't know if he did. I also do believe in my heart, after I have reviewed certain things, that there was some corruption to go on in this case. And I just wanted to read a few things off to you that you may not know. I would love for you to challenge my beliefs. I would love for you to tell me your thoughts and who you think shot who and what exactly you think happened. But just to read off to you a few things that you may not know. Megan told police, and I will preface this by saying these are things that have allegedly been said, because Lord knows I don't need Megan Thee Stallion coming after me. But Megan allegedly told police and doctors that she stepped on glass, not that she was shot. Video and officers confirm Megan stepped on a glass bottle, not hit by gunfire. Sean Kelly testified. 2 women fought in the street. One fired first. Tory was still in the car. Kelsey tested positive for gunshot residue. Her DNA was never tested against the gun. Kelsey received free rent for a year after the shooting. Who paid for it and why? EJ said an object in the girl's luggage looked like a gun. Megan claims she spoke out in response to Tory, but the timeline proves that she went public first. Tory's DNA was not found on the magazine, only 0.01% on the gun, statistically irrelevant. 0.01% of his DNA was found on the gun. This truly is statistically irrelevant. If you shoot someone, more DNA is on the gun. 90% of the DNA on the gun belonged to an unknown male, not Tory. Tory's jail call, that I believe went viral, was the call to where he made an apology. That was about the drama of sleeping with 2 friends, not the incident that occurred. Tory has repeatedly said, I would never do anything like this. No bullet fragments on the x-ray, no nerve damage, fractures, or joint trauma in Megan's medical records. Bullet fragments were lost and never presented at trial. Prosecutors misused Tory's rap lyrics, tattoos, and uncharged allegations to sway the jury. Kelsey's story changed multiple times, and she admitted to lying under pressure. Megan's own timeline and injuries don't match the story of a shooting. So the bottom line is the facts don't add up. The case against Tory Lanez was built on shifting stories, missing evidence, and lies. So I would love to know if you believe do you believe that this case was built on lies and prosecutorial misconduct? Do you believe that Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion? That's what I'm wondering. What do we think happened? So I'm going to continue digging into this case more, and I have told Tory Lanez's father that I would head out to California and actually visit him in prison and get to know him a little bit better, hear his story, and hear from his mouth what actually happened. So would love to know your thoughts, opinions, and be respectful. Show up, give your opinions. Excited to read what you think and start putting pieces of the puzzle together.
Now, before I start this video, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank Savannah Chrisley from Chrisley's Knows Best on TikTok for this video. Now, Savannah Chrisley is the latest celebrity, is now in support of the Free Tory Lanez movement. And you hear her break down the so far the situation, what happened, the timeline of what happened. And it's kind of interesting that she is now coming out in support of this because remember, her parents, remember they did a show, used to do the show back in the days on USA called Chrisley Knows Best. And her parents, remember, was serving prison time until yours truly, President Donald Trump, pardoned them. Now, you notice everybody's starting coming out in support of Tory Lanez. They have petitions are coming out. They're saying that Tory is innocent, and the facts are the facts. There's no guarantee of that. Even though, Mega's team trying to, saying that, Tory shot her, and, you have, Rock Nation is trying to put damage control about the entire situation. And now everybody's coming out saying Tory's innocent. And even the website is showing the timeline of what happened between Tory, Meg, and Kelsey. Now, again, Savannah don't even have to do this, but I mean, she took time of her busy schedule, as well as Amber Rose and others, said no, Tory's innocent, and she's breaking down, again, breaking down the evidence, pointed towards that Tory didn't shoot Meg, including gunshot residue, fingerprints with the gun, proving that it's not Tory's fingerprints, everything. So I applaud Savannah Chrisley for doing this. And again, she really didn't have to do this, but she basically seeing what everybody else sees, that Tory Lanez is innocent. So let me know what y'all think in the comments.